Porque en cierto modo entiendo cómo están configurados. Reinan debates estériles para un mundo infectado. Dan lecciones de verdad, belleza, virtud y moral. Pero en qué lugar dejan hueco a la felicidad. Agito el...
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers come into this one after the win against New York. They're keeping pace with their win total from last season, holding steady, though they'd like to move the needle and continue to improve. You know, it seems, fellas, like every time LeBron takes the court, he has a chance to pass another career milestone. When it's all said and done, where do you think he ends up on the NBA's all-time scoring list, Shaq?
Well, it'll be very hard for him to make a run at the top two, Ernie. However, it's never a good idea to doubt LeBron because he's already passed me up in the scoring list, so you can't doubt the guy.
He's got that going for him. How about it, Jeff?
You know, man, Ernie, I just think how long he plays. If he plays, 17, 18 years, he's going to be in the top two. But if he stops at about 15 then and says, I just want to spend time with my kids, then I don't think so.
That does it for us for now. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast from Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Hornets. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analyst, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. Right now, the Hornets are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans. Well, it's been an improvement this year over last season. They made a lot of adjustments and happy to see that they translate into some tangible results.
And when I look at Charlotte, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, this is where the pressure really starts to build. Any little slip-up between here and the end of the season, and they could find themselves sitting at home for the playoffs.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, Kevin, Tristan Thompson is one of the elite offensive rebounders in the league. He said, for me, it's always see ball, get ball, and just bring the energy. And be that guy that when I check in, guys on the other team are like, oh, no, he's here tonight? That's my mentality. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And clearly Thompson knows his role on this team. Got to admire how hard he goes on the glass. Maybe too soon to start talking about this, Doris, but we see some young teams getting blown out. Clearly they're in rebuild mode. At what point do you start to focus on player development versus winning games?
This is such a tough organizational issue because you have to balance the priority of giving your young talent an opportunity to get the repetition necessary in a playing environment in a competitive situation versus we owe a commitment to our fans to win and win at a high level because they're paying the ticket prices and ultimately, playing a part in our success. So I think some of this has to be, where are we at the midway point? Are we legitimately in playoff contention, or is it time to now focus on our player development? This is an organizational decision that has to happen organically over 82 games.
And you know what losing does to a culture? It can disintegrate a culture.
No, it's a great point. You do not want young players to get comfortable with losing. You are so right about that, Kevin.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. Thomas is out there with Dwayne Wade, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Charlotte now. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And no matter how well you defend, when you shoot that poorly, it's going to be a very difficult challenge for you to get a win.
Yeah, I thought too many hard shots. I don't know whether it was a question of strategy or if guys were just unwilling to work for something better.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. LeBron dishes to Wade. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D from Howard. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. From deep, Walker. And it's Walker again missing. Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Hey, forget that Love can get up and finish like that. Nicely done.
It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Walker. Following the basket by Kevin Love. And Walker kicks to Howard. To the middle. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
They are still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
The screen from Thompson. Thomas kicks to Wade. Lets it go from deep. Great D that time from Batum.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And here's Walker outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Jacks up a 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Now here's Love. 20 points for him last game against the Knicks in New York. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Hornets leading by 5. Williams passes to Walker. Screen by Howard. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. A shot by Batum, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Thompson outside. Williams against Love. Wade dishes to Love. Cleveland moving it around. Thomas. That's in there. Love with the assist. Thomas got his first basket of the night.
Well, you have to stay attached to Isaiah Thomas because in catch-and-shoot situations, this guy is ready to fire.
Kid Gilchrist, no luck.
Boy, too much traffic in the lane. Very difficult finish with the defense draped all over him.
James against Kid Gilchrist. And the dunk by James.
You can see in LeBron's eyes, he will not be denied on that drive.
Charlotte is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Walker kicks to Howard. Over in the corner, Williams. And here's Walker outside. Charlotte getting another chance here. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now here's Walker. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's a whistle and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. And Batum kicks to Howard. The kick out to Walker. Clock at 4. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Now, here's Thomas. T-Wade on the wing, defended by Batum. And now, here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. That one doesn't go, and Cleveland will come the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Back to Love. James outside. It's Thomas outside. The shot misses. Hornets leading by 4. And anytime he takes the court, you can bet Isaiah Thomas is #1 with a bullet atop the other team's scout report.
And he knows it too, Kev. Facing all of these double teams, this guy's worked so hard to become even more dynamic as a scorer and passer. He can finish with either hand. He can hit threes on the move. This guy is relentless looking to improve.
Now, here's Walker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. Howard with a screen on LeBron. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Howard. Nice work there coming off the screen.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easy.
Thomas kicks to Love. Passes to Thompson. Back to Love. Wade against Batum. Wade dishes to Thompson. Now Williams. And the loss to the Celtics the other night definitely was not himself. A three-pointer is right on target. And now a 9-point Charlotte lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Thompson sets the pick for Wade. Back to James. Down low. Here's Love. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Something everyone seems to be doing these days, Doris, polishing their jumper, making sure that it becomes, the first thought perhaps as they work on things in the offseason. In your opinion, who in the NBA has the smoothest shooting stroke, the best style?
Well, given that Ray Allen is retired in the last couple of years, he would have been the first guy to come to mind. My present best shooter, and the guy who gets it off the fastest and is the most likely to incinerate a defense in a short period of time. That would be one Mr. Klay Thompson, arguably one of the best two-way players in today's NBA.
Great word, incinerate, because he can be so hot and so dangerous. Here's Rose. Frank Kaminsky making his last shot. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Monk. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Love.
I'll tell you what, he's tenacious on the drive, isn't he? I mean, Monk constantly looking to get to the free throw line.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
76% on the season from the foul line. And maybe not as highly touted as some other guards that went before him, but Malik Monk can be scary on the floor. He can get hot like no other, and once he's dialed in, the points just seem to flow.
Channing Frye's checked in for Kevin Love. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Now here is Smith. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York. And Greg, as you said, Monk has that ability to take over with his shooting.
I mean, Monk looks to get going with his scoring at all times, and he's just got that shooter's mentality where all shots are good shots. That can be a positive and a negative, but I prefer he have that aggressive mentality when it comes to scoring the basketball.
And here's Crowder after Frank Kaminsky made that last three-pointer. Rose against Walker. Rose passes to Crowder. Banked in off the glass. Crowder's got his first basket.
Well, I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
Monk kicks to Lamb. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. In third, the Cavaliers.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 11. Rose dishes to Crowder. Walker the pass to Zeller. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
And boy, are they attacking the paint. And when you watch Cody Zeller on the floor, you just see how effective he is. He really plays the position well on both ends. He doesn't put up those huge numbers, but the change for his team is that he is so versatile and easy to plug in.
Now here's Rose. Last time out he had 13 points. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. Over in the corner, Rose shoots over Walker. And there's Rose on the assist by Smith. And Greg, last season the Hornets were so much more productive when Zeller was on the floor. He was crucial whenever they came away with the win.
And many fans will tell you that Zeller was the second most important player on the team last season. Not a big box score guy, but his value to a team is undeniable.
Walker's shot is off.
Well, the defense trying to get out on him, but he's left with the open shot. He's got to make that one.
Outside jumper. Dishes it to Crowder. Rose kicks to Crowder. Here's Shumpert. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Boy, just a ray of sunshine, enough for Shumpert to rise and fire and knock down the jumper.
1:41 left in the first quarter. Walker goes in. They grab their own miss. Kaminsky. No good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Kicks it to Fry. Cleveland moving it around. Smith for three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's JR's specialty right there. The defense can't let him have a shot. I don't care what kind of range he's in.
59 seconds left to play here in the first. Lamb, good. And the Hornets lead by 9.
Back at you. That's payback for the three on the other end.
Well, I just like the shot selection in that instance. He wanted to get him back, and he did just that with the three.
Shumpert, no good. Charlotte shooting 43% since taking the floor today. And Walker kicks to Lamb. Back to Walker. Picked by Zeller. Kaminsky in the corner. From outside, off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Smith. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Outside Rose. Shumpert in the corner. Fires for three. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Hornets lead by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot of criticism, but he says he takes comfort in playing the game he still loves.
Basketball, this is my passion. On the court, it's my sanctuary. I want to have fun. The reason I play is to win championships. I take this game very seriously.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, you really like the activity on the defensive end. Outstanding, jumping into passing lanes and coming up with steals.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Smith is out there with Jay Crowder. And there's Carter. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Rose in at the point. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
Right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Walker. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Walker's got 6 in the quarter.
That's his first triple of the second period, third of the game.
The Cavaliers trail by 15. And last season, Greg, one big issue for the Hornets was their bench.
And Charlotte tried their best to address that issue this past offseason. It just goes to show that you need to have a complete roster to compete. A lot of games were given away by the Hornets last year by losing ground when the starters left the court.
Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Monk, no one around him. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
There's the pick. Rose in the post, working on Walker, and it's Rose missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
The shot by Kaminsky, nobody around. Misses the three. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Rose kicks to Fry. Can they get it? It's blocked. And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Monk, and it's Batum in for Lamb. Then for the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Fry. James comes in for Crowder, and Thomas subbed in for Rose.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Now here's James. 17 points for him last game against New York. And finished off by Kidd-Gilchrist.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Charlotte making a switch here. Howard's checked in.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Kemba Walker. He's getting around 28 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM. He even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball.
Yeah, Thompson not really the guy who's going to punish you consistently for sending him to the free throw line.
And Tristan Thompson in the middle, a player, Greg, who understands his role.
He just plays hard and does the little things. Defense, rebounding, energy. When he's blocking shots and protecting the rim, he is one of the best bigs in our league.
And the Hornets making a change here. Williams is checked in. And Walker kicks to Howard. He dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. And the rejection by James. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Thompson, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. Offside Thomas. The dish to Carter. LeBron kicks to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to LeBron. And it's off from three-point range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And when you look at Kidd-Gilchrist, and he is certainly known for his ability to defend and attack the rim. He's a terrific athlete, and he uses that athleticism on both sides of the floor, and just the prototype when you look at that hybrid forward position.
And Cleveland making a change here. Wade's checked in. And you look at the size and game of Kidd-Gilchrist, he is the opposite of what most GMs look for in that 3 spot. But Greg, he makes it work.
Yeah, I mean, most teams want a tall 3 that can stretch the floor. Kidd-Gilchrist isn't that, but still gets playing time because he's effective when on the floor. If you play defense like he does, you're going to find a way to get on the floor. No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, we know every game LeBron is going to find his way to the line just from his aggressive style.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
And Cleveland making a change here. Love's checked in. Now here's Batum. 17 points for him last game against Boston. Wade against Batum. Baseline jumper. And that one goes long. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
For Cleveland, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Pass to Thomas. Here's the 3. Rebound by Williams.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
He feeds it to Walker. Again, the miss by Walker. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Doris, we've seen the offensive game of LeBron James evolve over the years, adding a post game, improving his three-pointer.
Well, I think, Kevin, like all the greats, the work habits and willingness to add dimensions to his game have always been there. We understand passing and playmaking have been the constants of his career, but now he understands he's got to vary the way his points and his productivity come.
Doris, so often we talk about high basketball IQ. Is that something you can learn, or do you have to be born with something like that?
I think it's probably a little bit of both, but if you look at someone like LeBron James, whose basketball IQ may be the highest we've ever seen, I think he's a guy whose basketball knowledge is always expanding. And I think if you love the game, you're constantly taking in information. So probably a little bit of both.
So you've always got to be curious, right? Even if you're at the top of the game like LeBron or yourself.
Right. LeBron is just, he's constantly taking in sources of information, upping his ante in terms of film watching and preparation. Really special to be able to watch that guy work.
I know that's how you prepare as a broadcaster now. I'd like to.
Oh, look at that.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
Batum with the ball. He has 6. There's the 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Love with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist against LeBron. To the middle. Here's Love, and it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense. Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working. After a shaky start, boy, he's found the range. Good second quarter for him.
Love with the screen on Kid Gilchrist. The drive by LeBron. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. LeBron's got 9 points. Charlotte's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. They set the screen. Walker against Thomas. And Walker kicks to Batum. Williams dishes to Walker. Down low. Here's Howard. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And we take a look here at the shot chart for Charlotte.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Shumpert is checked in for LeBron.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Pick by Williams. Walker the pass to Howard. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Green. Williams, a screen on Green. Walker with it. Now Thomas defending. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside jumper. Back to Thomas. It's a pick by Love. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And one of the focuses for Cavs coach Tyronn Lue has been looking to integrate Kevin Love more consistently into their offense.
Right, because Kevin Love showed in Minnesota he could be a go-to scorer. In Cleveland, he's had to figure out how to be effective as the third option. But if you're Ty Lue, you want to keep your superstars involved and engaged, Kev.
Lamb, he's checked in for Walker. And then for Cleveland, Jay Crowder comes in for Green, and Smith subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Thomas, doubled by Smith. Here's Lamb. They get it again, and Williams is right there.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. It's a pick by Love. Here's Thomas. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. And here is Lamb. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Screen by Howard. And Lamb kicks to Williams. And oh, he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow!
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Gets it to fall from the right block. Love's got his second bucket tonight.
That's exactly where you want him to be, guys. Love operating so close to the rim, so gifted inside.
Screen by Howard. From deep. Headshot off. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at Cleveland. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Charlotte, 2 games back.
And I think for the Cavaliers, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Monk. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Shumpert dishes to Rose. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
And Lamb kicks to Monk. Feeds it to Kid Gilchrist. And the layup's good off the glass. Kid Gilchrist has got 8 points.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
It's a pick by Love. Off the screen, and it's Rose penetrating.
When you come off the screen that hard and that fast, so difficult to stay with Derrick Rose.
Charlotte leading by 22. 58 seconds left in the first half. Pick by Zeller. Crowder with the steal. Here's Shumpert. Finished off the break.
Well, you love Crowder's willingness to distribute the basketball. His vision allows him to set his teammates beautifully.
Charlotte has gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. The pass to Monk. And there's the feed to Lamb. He kicks to Kid Gilchrist from 10 feet out. Rebound by Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Outside jumper. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
At the line for your Hornets, shooting 2, Jeremy Lamb.
First free throw is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Carter in for Iman Shumpert. Outside Rose. Passes it to Carter. Dishes it to Thompson. Smith for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Smith's got his second bucket.
That quick release from JR makes him so hard to guard.
Here's Lamb. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Boy, that was the perfect end to the period. You have no idea how much effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Make shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. Just need to get our legs under us for the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. This big mountain of a man is Shaquille O'Neal, and this hill of a man is Kenny the Jet Smith. After the first two quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
They've done a lot of things well, but the way they've taken care of the basketball, valuing each possession so critical to the tempo, so crucial to the offensive flow. They've got a great rhythm. As smart and as safe as they're playing, they made it clear they're not going to beat themselves today.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
That's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get underway.
The scene at night here in Uptown Charlotte, where we welcome you back to the action. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We've seen Kemba Walker really having a great game.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The three ball just kept falling.
Hey, Greg, this guy phenomenal from distance, dropping in three after.
Here's Walker. The Cavs' Tyronn Lue said he never envisioned coaching during his playing career, but Doc Rivers saw something in him.
Well, Doc likes to say that Ty just had a way of bringing people together, a way of connecting. At the same time, Lue is tough enough to speak the truth and point out things that others might be reluctant to say.
Batum and Kidd-Gilchrist, the rangy wings. Inside, Williams at the 4, Howard in the middle. And it's Walker in at the 1. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Screen by Howard. Batum passes to Howard. Kicks it to Walker. Right through the D for the layup. Walker's got 16 points.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Walker against Thomas. James outside. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Williams. The tray. Charlotte gets it back. Howard with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. That's 10 points for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Thompson, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. LeBron dishes to Thompson. Kicks it out to Love. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, Love worked to develop that three-point game, and it's so important to his success.
Williams a screen. Here's Walker. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
Amazing how he gets this one to go. Size doesn't matter.
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows he has what it takes to get it done.
Thompson a screen on Walker. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Beyond the arc. LeBron with another miss.
Nice timing to get up on that shot.
Boy, you can't ask for better defense, Greg. Excellent work getting right into the grill of the shooter.
Here's Wade, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Nicholas Batum. Doris, you went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. Having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely into the vibe of the team, to never, even if I were struggling as a basketball player, to turn inward. I would always say turn outward to your teammates and invest in what's going on with the group, and then that seems to make everything fall into place.
And mentally, too, I think you've got to prepare and focus like you would as a player when you are broadcasting.
No question about it.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Howard. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Howard's got 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And looking at this Charlotte roster, really the strength of it is their perimeter play. A good collection of dynamic playmakers and shooters from that point guard to small forward position. They are the bulk of this team's offensive threats.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Guys, with the Hornets' length and mobility at the 2 through 4 positions, the team switches a lot defensively. Coach Steve Clifford said, you have to deal with mismatches at times, but it makes defense simpler. With those guys, they're all big enough, strong enough, and competitive enough that they're going to battle. Kevin?
And having that kind of versatility on defense is huge. DA, thank you so much. Greg, the Hornets were strong outside, but weak inside. I guess they've addressed that weakness, going for Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they went out and got what they felt could be an anchor on that front line. And listen, he's going to provide that rim presence that they lacked a season ago. The question is, can he also give them some punch offensively?
It's a pick by Love. LeBron drives in, and the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
And LeBron James putting a lot of pressure on the Cavs to surround him with the talent to compete. Doris, yet right at the draft and start of free agency, the team going in a new direction in the front office.
Right, you're talking about a case of bad timing. Stars like Paul George and Jimmy Butler changing teams. You have to question the thinking to allow that front office turmoil at such a critical juncture.
And the rejection by Love. James kicks to Love. Good, and the assist goes to James. And 11 points for Kevin Love.
Boy, with Love's strength, so difficult to push him away from the rim when he puts it on the floor.
Outside, Walker. Howard in the post. He's covered by Thompson. Williams can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 16. T-Wade on the wing, defended by Batum. Kicks it out to Love, out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And a look here at the shot chart for James.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
No good from Howard.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Thompson passes to LeBron. Outside for Thomas. The drive by LeBron. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh my goodness.
Doesn't come as any surprise so far in this game that LeBron's stamp is all over it. Simply a dominant player.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another unleash chaos moment. Howard. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Moving it up. Oh, and the dunk by Howard. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And it only takes a little effort on behalf of Howard to rise up for the flush, using that size and strength to jam it down. And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Now, here's Walker. 18 points for him. Picked by Williams. Walker with it. Now, Thomas defending. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 6th assist on the night. Out to the wing. Back to Thomas. It's a pick by Love. Thomas dishes to Love. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Batum. Williams kicks to Batum. He dishes it to Walker. But they recover it. It's stolen by Wade. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wade's got 8.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Hornets leading by 14. And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Howard. Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Monk's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And it's Lamb in there for Nicholas Batum. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Jay Crowder's checked in for Love. Smith comes in for LeBron. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Thomas. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
Rose kicks to Crowder. The 9-foot shot. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And Lamb kicks to Zeller. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Hornets have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Kemba Walker.
And the technical free throw is good. And last season, I think, Greg, there was a time when Kemba Walker was playing basketball, you know, as well as any point guard in the NBA.
No doubt. I mean, not to say he's the best in our league, but he is certainly climbing up the list. You can't ignore his impact on this team. Has worked to improve each season he's been in the league.
Rose goes in and count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, Kev, because of his toughness, Rose does this with regularity. Converts inside against duress.
And with D. Rose going through the free agent process this past summer, very different market than when he first signed his big extension back in 2012. But still, there were teams that wanted what he has to offer, and he'll make an impact.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Monk. Steps back and fires. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 21.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Thompson, a screen on Walker. Rose goes in. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. And for Rose in his free agency, he isn't, Greg, the same player he once was, but he can still run a team, and he can get you some points.
Yeah, and his leadership is a big part of the package now. He can be a good mentor to upcoming guards in an organization, act as kind of that bridge, if you will, for a team, or that missing piece for a franchise looking to make a run.
Shot clock at 3. Walker's shot is off.
He started out strong, 3 threes in the first half, but the long ball has disappeared on him since.
The screen from Thompson. Here's Smith. It's tipped. Now, here's Monk. Defense right on him. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Walker against Rose. Now Monk. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Thompson, a screen on Walker. And it's Rose penetrating, and the basket is good.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The free throw drops for Rose.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
There's the pick. Here's Monk. He has 6. Outside, Walker lets the 3 fly. And it's Walker again missing.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Outside, Crowder. Back to Rose. He tries for 3. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. In third, the Hornets.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Drills the three-pointer. Kaminsky's got 11 points.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Thompson in the corner. Walker against Rose. The dish to Crowder. And stolen by Zeller. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. Pass to Lamb. Charlotte moving it around. He feeds it to Kaminsky. Rose against Walker. The pass to Zeller. It's rebounded by Cleveland. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Rose with the ball. 14 points for him. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Thompson right side. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. They get it again over Zeller. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And so it's Charlotte with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The Cavaliers trail by 14, and Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Rose is out there with Amari Shumpert. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Smith in at the small forward.
Jay Crowder's such an efficient scorer, right, guys? I mean, this is one of the league's best finishers, especially for a guy 6'6".
And Doris, the three-pointer, a big part of Crowder's offensive game.
Well, no doubt. He's gotten better and better from out there. When you're shooting around 40% from deep range, that's getting it done.
And here is Monk. feeds it to Walker. Here's the three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Rose attacking, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And it's really all about the evolution of Derrick Rose, finding out how to be more effective at this stage of his career. And, you know, I think he's done a good job of not relying on his outside shot as much. Still can attack and get to the rim, and it's starting to lead to better results.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Charlotte. The free throw drops for Rose. For Rose, the outside shot was something that never really recovered after his injuries, Greg, but he is still a dangerous scorer without that tool.
One of the better finishers still at the rim in the league in terms of guards. His decision to go inside more helped bump that field goal percentage up last season. Not everyone can adjust their game, but Rose managed to do it seamlessly.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart, can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
On the wing, Lamb. Kaminsky sets the pick for Lamb. Pocket 6.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Outside jumper. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That's his first foul. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Monk. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Love's checked in for Thompson. Now here's Batum. Now Lamb. It's stolen by Rose. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. Love outside. Outside Crowder. Smith outside. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Love. Smith outside. The feed now to Shumpert. And the wide open shot from Rose. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Well, you really have to like the control of Shumpert there. Lets the play develop and made the pass for an easy hoop. Nice.
And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. Passes it to Lamb. Batum with the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Crowder's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside jumper. The kick out to Rose. Back to Shumpert from deep. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. And now it's only a 5-point Charlotte lead. For Charlotte, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Batum passes to Zeller. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Marvin Williams is checked in for Charlotte. Carter Williams comes in for Jeremy Lamb. Then for the Cavaliers, James checked in for Smith. Dwayne Wade comes in for Shumpert. And Thomas subbed in for Derrick Rose. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They've played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Kicks it out to Love. No good on the triple. Charlotte leading by 8. Here's Carter Williams. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's time for an injury report. And let's get an update on Kemba Walker's injury. David, any news there?
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. They checked out his foot, and it appears he may have sprained his toe on that play. They're going to hold him out for the rest of the game, and though they don't think he'll be out long, they haven't ruled out the chance that he could miss additional games as well. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Well, and barring any of those setbacks, Greg, I wouldn't be surprised to see him back ahead of the schedule they've laid out for him.
James outside. Crowder, a screen on Kid Gilchrist. The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Just fluidity that LeBron plays with. His ability to change direction on a drive so quickly. Incredible.
To the left wing. Crowder against Zeller. And James pulls it down. The Cavaliers trail by 8. He kicks it to Crowder. And here's Love for 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Williams. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Outside Batum. Here's Carter Williams. Good work defensively by Crowder.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Wade passes to Love over Williams. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
2 shots, gentlemen. Going to the line.
That free throw, no good. Some changes for Charlotte. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. And Julian Stone subbed in for Carter Williams. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Stone. A shot off that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's James. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And just a year ago, it seemed that things were set in place for Howard, playing for his hometown team. But in a surprise trade, he was moved out to Charlotte.
And there seems to be a lot of reasons for the trade. I mean, Howard wasn't the right fit in Atlanta. A team trying to get smaller and younger. Never easy to get traded from your hometown team.
Bacon, he's checked in for Charlotte. Screen by Howard. The shot's good from Bacon.
You know, the assist has to go to the screen on that play. Gave him all the room he needed to rise and fire.
LeBron James on the wing. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. That's now 22 points for LeBron.
I'd say when LeBron is working near the rim, his strength becomes readily apparent.
Howard with a screen on LeBron. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Howard. And it's good off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 9.
That's how you do it. The D looked helpless on that possession.
Thompson sets the pick for James. And James throws it down hard.
Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Dishes it to Batum. Over Wade. Here's Williams. Howard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Outside Thomas. And Thompson kicks to Love. And the dunk by Love.
Boy, you have to like that decisive dribble from Love to get to the basket and finish the play.
Hornets leading by 7. Howard with a screen on Thompson. Outside Batum. Second chance shot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of, and he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in.
Love is usually lights out from the charity stripe, just possesses a nice stroke from there.
Charlotte in the lead. Screen by Howard. And Batum kicks to Howard. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 8 rebounds in this game. And they double him up with LeBron. To the paint. Outside for Thomas. In the corner, it's James. A three-pointer, no good. Hornets leading by 6. Batum wide open, he fires. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
James outside. Love right side. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 19 points for Love.
Well, Kevin Love specializes in finding the open space on the floor, pays off with a nice catch and shoot.
Inside, there's Williams, and the rejection by Love. Love with the screen on Kid Gilchrist, and they double up James. Kicks it to Love. Outside Thomas. Back to Love. Outside Thomas. And another 3 for Cleveland.
I'm not sure there's a better big moment player in the NBA right now than Isaiah Thomas.
And Lamb kicks to Howard. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor. The Cavaliers trail by 5. To the inside. Williams with the steal. And Williams with the stuff.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Nailed from three-point land.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Right. If you want to get back in the game, you simply can't afford to let long-range shooters get comfortable. I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now. I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he is not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
And Lamb kicks to Howard. Williams against Love. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 9 points here in the second half. The Cavaliers trail by 14. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Back to James to halt the run. Batum grabs the miss. Charlotte's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hornets.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
A very solid win indeed. When you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Dwight Howard.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Williams. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Carter Williams against Rose. Shoots over Carter Williams. No one near Smith as he lets it go. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Here's Monk. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Dwight, coming off of the loss in the last game, what was the difference tonight?
You know, we got a good win tonight coming from a tough game last night. Started out strong. We just stuck with it. We stayed together, and we got a good win.
And a good performance on the second night of a back-to-back. Thanks, Dwight. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.